I'm a Radiant Killjoy main, but as you guys know, Killjoy is not that good of a pick on Sunset. So I spent a lot of time learning Cypher, and I'm here to teach you guys everything I've learned about how to play Cypher on Sunset. Starting with the B-side Cypher setups, you want to pull out your trip and walk up to this box right here and make sure the trip is going into your eye like this. So that way there's no way for them to jump around this tripwire. And then the next thing I like to do is I like to put my second trip down right here in this corner, because people love to walk into this corner. And this one I do a ground trip, so it's harder for them to break, harder for them to see. Next thing I do is I jump up onto this box right here, and I try to throw my cam as high up as I can on this tree. Okay, then I jump onto this short box right here for the one-way cage. You look at this line right here, and then at the bottom you meet with the other line, and you move down your mouse a little bit down the other line, and then you throw the cage and it slides across the top like so. So to play off of this setup, you guys hear them stomping through B main, you pop the one-way cage, and you can try to pick them off as they run into the trip. You can try to shoot their feet and get a kill, and then when they're running in, you know, the trip will go off. But my favorite thing about this is you can kill the little rats that everyone likes to run into this corner right here. Everyone loves it. That's their go-to spot. They run in and they just tuck into that corner right away. So I get so many kills on this trip playing this angle right here, because people just run into it and they try to hide in that corner to not get killed, but you're gonna shoot them from the off angle that they would expect you to be. But Cam, this trip always gets broken at front B. I know this trip commonly gets broken. If you're playing in an elo where anyone is even slightly smart, you're gonna have people raise nading, satcheling, doing whatever, shock darting this trip. So this trip usually gets broken a lot of time. So that's why I stick to doing this one. And oftentimes people like to rush this way, so I'll either put like a trip up front here or a little bit further back here. So when they start pushing this will catch them, and you can play in any of these positions up here with another cage, and you could just kill that person. Pop your cam, and then you can go for more spam kills. You know what I'm saying? So this is just so your util doesn't get broken just with the basic shock darts. Damn, they keep pushing market. What do I do? So you do the normal B main trip, right? So they can't push through B main, and if they break the trip, you at least know they're there. Okay, I like to put my camera right here a lot of times because it'll watch both B main and towards tiles when they start running into market here. Okay, next thing I like to do is put a trip right here, and this trip is more for information than anything. A lot of the times they'll break this trip, and then you throw a one-way on top of this box right here, right? It might take you a few tries like that. I just missed. You just line up, and then you can pick your other cage up. All right, and what you want to do is you can play this any of these different angles that you want to play, but do your best to not expose yourself to this angle down here, because if there's a player playing down there, they will be able to see you. So you want to isolate like this so that person can't see you, or you want to play on this side like this under that one way so that person who's deep can't see you. But otherwise, those are free feet to shoot at. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll even set the one way up with this trip for market, and then I'll come over to B main and I'll set up my one way and trip here, and I'll play here, and I'll just have my teammate calm to me. If there's someone coming up market and the trip breaks, I'll just pop the cage for my teammate to fight off of while I sit here play B main off mine, so we could just hold this down. So my utility will help both lanes to help, you know, catch enemies off guard. Before I show you guys the A-site setups, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be working on other Cypher guides for maps where Killjoy isn't as good on, like Breeze and Bind. So if you want to see those, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm going to show you guys a bunch of cheesy tripwires to get free kills defending the A-site. The A-site has a lot of options. So first one, I usually like to do this setup because it wields me a lot of kills. First one, I'll put my trip anywhere against this wall right here. Second trip, I'll put on the garbage can right here. So oftentimes they'll run up, maybe Fade Dog or Sky Dog this first trip and break it. If not, someone will walk into it and you get a free kill. I'll literally sit behind this smoke and I'll kill them, right? The trip go off, free kill. Second trip go off, free kill, and the trips will respawn. I've gotten 2 or 3 kills doing this setup multiple times. It's really free. Just like that other setup, one inside the A site you can do is you can throw this trip up here, head level like this, and then you can throw the second trip down here at the foot level. And you can play this setup from absolutely anywhere, right? So you could literally sit back here behind a smoke, and when they run in, you can spam the people through the box as well with any gun. Besides if they tuck into this corner really deep because there's a metal box, but most people aren't going to be expecting double trips to be here, so they'll run into sight and they'll run up here, get hit by the first trip right here trying to run to default the plant. You can spam them through the smoke, right? Then the next person runs up, boom, gets hit by this one too, right? And you can just farm kills just shooting people through this box. And if you want to get aggressive on the enemies, here's some one ways and trips you can use. So for this hallway here, you can throw the trip here, which makes it so they can only break it from this side, but they will break it. Almost nobody ever walks into this trip. What I like to do is I'll throw a one way. You just look up here and you throw it on top of the light, so it's a give or take, you know, in the middle. You can just sit like anywhere. You can sit back tucked back gen with the trip in sight to help you like the other trip, right? So you can just sit here, that trip elbow gets broken, pop this cage, and they're not, if they swing this, they will not be expecting this one way to be here, and it'll be really hard for them to see you, and you can catch a free kill on anybody. If you want to get stupid aggressive, here's a fun one way you can use. Line up this box with this wall like this. So against the wall, these two boxes lined up. Then you want to look at your cage, the greenish icon underneath your cage right here. And you want to line it up so it's at the edge of the box right here. On this piece, I'll circle it for you to see. You throw it and it'll land on top of this flower pot. In the millisecond the barrier drops, you throw that cage. You wait to hear footsteps, you pop this, and you can just peek this. I would say peek it as wide as you can, because people might spam this corner angle on you as a pre-fire, but then you can just shoot people's feet, and they legitimately have no chance whatsoever to shoot at you, unless they get a lucky spam. They just won't be able to see you. So you might be able to get a cheeky kill. I wouldn't say do this 5 rounds in a row, because you're just going to get yourself killed, but you could probably get away with doing this once or twice a game, and maybe catch some cheeky kills. Here's how you get the most use out of Cypher's kit on the attack side. The reason why Cypher's so good on this map is because off the start of the round, you can throw your cam right here before the round even starts. So the second the barrier drops, open this cam and you can see people walking through B main. Now this disallows them from crossing over into the corner of the left side of B main. So you don't have to waste your util to clear the left side of B main, because your cam just did it. And if they peek and break it, doesn't matter. Now you know that they can't be on the left side. It's really good information. This exact same thing works for the A side as well. You can throw your cam, if you jump, you can throw your cam here and see all of this lane. So if someone's trying to walk up, you can see them before they get a chance to like tuck into this corner underneath the camera. You get the information to all these players right here. And if they constantly break it, you can even throw it on this side as well, just to make it so they can't pre-fire the camera as easily, but the left side will get you a little bit more information. Another really sick camera is from mid, but you have to walk up here and you throw it right here. All right, the only thing is you have to be careful with this camera, because someone might walk down mid and come here and try to kill you while you're trying to throw this camera. So you got to be careful, because you do have to walk up and expose yourself to someone pushing down here with this camera. But otherwise, now you have mid info for the whole round. You can check this corner to make sure no one's here, where no other camera can properly clear out these angles. You get all the information you need for anyone being mid. So really useful cameras to get information in all 3 spots on the map. As a bonus piece of nerd technology with Cypher is, let's say you're in a 1v1 situation, you run over to the AA site, you plant the bomb. You can literally run up, aim your crosshair right here, and throw a cage. It'll get stuck in that little crack, and this is now a one-way for the person trying to defuse the spike, and you can play this from either side. And up here, even harder for them to do anything about. They run in to try to defuse the bomb. You can just see their feet and they can't see you at all. Super strong. You can even throw 2 there. Just buy the most amount of time possible in a post plant, and the enemy will just have absolutely no chance, and they'll be tilted beyond belief. How to hold the flank properly with good trips. So you want to throw this trip. Basically, you can throw it anywhere here along this whole line and you'll be safe. I just like to throw it right here and make sure the beam is in your eye like this, and now they won't be able to flank out of the A side while you guys are heading towards the B side. You get all this information held, and you know they can't be pushing up the flank unless this trip goes off. For the B side, there's 2 different chips you can do. You can either just throw this basic trip right here if you need to do it easily and on the fly, but this other one might get a little bit more value and have a higher chance of actually hitting someone with the trip, because no one expects it to kind of be hidden behind the wall right here. Same thing, and it's really good for holding the flank. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys subscribe for more Cypher setups, and if you guys want to see some live Cypher / Killjoy gameplay, I stream every single day at twitch.tv/CaMbCaMb, where you can come and ask questions. You can see me adapt on the fly when people break my util and how I play around it. There's a lot more to learn than just the setups themselves, so I'd really appreciate it if you come through the Twitch, and thank you guys for watching again, and have a great day.